another chapter in this Build a Megazord series. Before we go into the next stage, I'm just going to quickly show you where we're at. And a small apology for taking so long to get this out. I've been a little bit sick, which I still am. Any sniffing, I'll cover over with some music. But so far, this is what we've got. So plenty to go. Obviously, we started our Mastodon. So here's the head. These do all work. I have had a little test of all these bits, so all the electronics and stuff are fine now. So far we've got the Mastodon head. We've also got the saber-toothed tiger head. We've also got the feet for the saber-toothed tiger, as well as the Megazord head. The start of the chest from the pterodactyl, and the start of the head from the Triceratops, which I do believe this is going to be finished today. So hopefully we'll be able to just complete that head. It will be nice to be able to get some bodies, so hopefully they'll come pretty soon and we don't have to wait too long for any more. But let me show you what we've got in the next package, because there is some cool bits in there, so we'll have a look at them. And I also bought this new little screwdriver set, just because that other one's starting to munch up a little bit now, so hopefully this will help in this journey. But anyway, package number 4, it did come with another stand. I'm not going to build all this yet. I'll probably do that towards the end because there's just quite a few little bits of it. I think there's about 4 of these that will all need to connect together. I will double check, but I just don't really want to hoard half of a big stand and make a start on that until I've got all the pieces together. So yeah, this is just the light up base for it. It also comes with a t-shirt. I don't know if you can change the size or you just kind of get what you're given, but luckily for me, this is a large, so it will fit me. I haven't even taken it out to have a look at it yet, to be honest. I have had it for about a week. I know a lot of people are still waiting for certain parts of the set, still waiting for the last lot to come out. But anyway, here's the t-shirt, nice little Mighty Morphin Power Ranger t-shirt. I quite like that, I would wear that out. That's a nice little free gift. Obviously, last package we did get the mug, and we also got another binder holder. Now again, I don't use these because I'm not going to display them anywhere. They're probably just going to sit in a box with these. And we do get a spare battery, and if I haven't learned the hard way, then I will definitely be testing these first. So I'm going to go through the bits that we do get inside this to build our Megazord, and a really quick look at the magazines. Okay, so number 20 to 30, this one's got a little bit of information about Bolt and some information about one of the episodes with the Green Rangers introduction. I think it's part 4 in there. Obviously this comes with some more of the Triceratops head, so this is the other half of the bit that we've already made before, and including some electronics. Number 21 is about the Dragonzord, and it goes on in there as well to show its different modes, and a little bit of a bio of the Putty Patroller. And this one's coming with the horns, so we're going to obviously continue with that. Like I said before, we should be able to finish that one on this package, so hopefully the Triceratops head is all done and dusted anyway. As you can see, we've got more, so this is number 22. This comes with the back of the Triceratops head, gives us a little bit of information about Rita's palace, and a little bio for Shell Shock in there. He looks quite cool. I was really hoping for a lightning figure for that, but does look like Super7 may be doing a small reaction figure of that, which means they may also do a Ultimates figure. We don't know if it's been cancelled or anything, because other than being on the back of that Megazord box, it's nothing more really to have come of that, so a little bit of a shame, but we will see. Number 23, a bit of information about the high schools. This is for Angel Grove High. The bio in this one is for Spidertron, and again, it's coming with more of the Triceratops. Number 24, we do start something new, so we're going to be getting the start of the T-Rex head, so that's really cool. And inside, we have got some information on the little prison that they use. Kidnapped King, where Jason goes to fight Goldar, and then some more bios of the baddies in there. Number 25 is a nice big package. This is more again of the T-Rex head. This one goes on to give us information about Skull, so that's cool. Gives you quite a lot of information in here, lots of info on like the first appearance and who it's played by and all that sort of stuff. So if you're after any character information and for whatever reason don't have access to the internet, which I'm sure you do if you're watching this. Yeah, this bio is for the Terrifying Frankenstein. Then obviously later on we see JDF in that little disguise as well in the episode. Number 26, we're getting some T-Rex arms. That one we've got some information of Titanius. Number 27, more parts of the arm. This one is giving some karate information, I think, some martial arts stars. just talking about the fighting techniques and stuff they used in the series. The rest of these, I think they are continuing with the arms, so there it is. This one goes on to talk about some of the dancing in the show, which is mainly really Zach that does a lot of the dancing, but again, some more bios on the bad guys in there as well. Number 29, same again. This one's about the tiny poet Quagmire. Tells you which episodes he was featured in and stuff. I think some of this, they are kind of struggling to find information to put in there. I'd rather they just kind of made it a little bit smaller, put in what you needed to build, and then maybe like a character bio for the bad guy. Just a bit more targeted at that really, rather than having to read information on the dancing. But lastly for this set, this one goes on to talk about secret identities of the Power Rangers. And number 3, again, more about the arm. The only downside with these is, could you imagine paying like how much ever it is for an issue with just these 2 items? And a couple of little metal bits. I think if you used to walk in a shop and you saw that at first go, you'd be like, no. But anyway, I'm going to turn you around now and we will start building our Megazord. Hopefully it won't take too long and we'll be able to see some bits of this Megazord really taking shape. Okay, so here we are with issue number 20. This is obviously what we've come from the last video, so I'm going to keep that aside because we're definitely going to need that, and we're going to start connecting some electronics together. And first of all, we're just going to need to grab this bit along with our wire, and then we're going to stick this little plastic bit in line with our hole up there, so it should sit in nicely like so, and then screw that down. Then we're going to grab this bit and line that up with our eye, so we're going to place that inside there. Then make sure we tuck our wire in this little gap. Then using these 2 smaller holes, we can line that up like so. Then we want 2 more of these little black screws for inside. Now that's all tightened down, we're going to grab the side of our face. I believe it goes that way. Then we want to grab the round bit at the top. And then we should be able to just line the eye up and it fit inside. Okay, now that's in, we want to grab 2 of the silver screws and we're just going to put them here and here. Once you finish that, we're just going to take this and it should go in between this little nibbly bit here and then our screw holder there. So might have to give it a little bit of a wiggle, line it up, it should sit flat like that, and again another screw inside there. Right, next up we just want this little cagey looking thing. It should go like that, and then again 2 silver screws in there. And once we've done that, we should be able to put our little face together and we should have quite a nice amount of this Triceratops head done. Obviously I'm going to remind myself to just check that the battery works first, because last time when I made the saber-tooth tiger, unfortunately it didn't work. So luckily someone on a Facebook page was kind enough to send me the black top at the top of the head, because I did have to damage that to get it off. So very fortunate that someone was kind enough to send that to me, whilst I just grab these 2 bits together, because now we're just gonna put the bottom of the mouth on. But yeah, it was very nice of them to send me that piece that I needed to be able to change the batteries for that, because without it I would have been very stuck because it didn't work. But anyway, we should get 2 of these little plastic things. They're going to go on here, so 1 on each side. And then we should see this big gap here. That's going to go in there. That is pretty snug, so you might have to just give it a wiggle to get it in. Be careful, because this is plastic against metal, so obviously if you push it, it might just go snap. Yeah, but it is going in better on one side than the other. So I'm going to try and keep that held together like that, because now we can line these up, and we're just going to put our final screw in the front there just to keep all that together, and then we should be done with this one. And there's the front of the Triceratops head all finished now, so that is number 20. Let's move on to number 21 and see how far we can get with this beauty. And here's our bits for number 21. This is going to be really cool because it actually comes with some funky chains, obviously for the horns, so that's exciting. First off, we're going to just put the horns together. So I'm assuming it's just going to be this bit and this bit. Is it maybe? Nope, not at all. So let's try and take the two top parts. That's not it either. It's obviously going to take a little bit of working out. But yeah, anyway, who's excited for Playmates? Anyway, now we've got those. We're just going to take our chain and we're going to put that together. Obviously, I'm going to do this bit on camera because we've got to. And this is telling us to take the largest ring and it's going to go over the lowest part of the horn. So I'm assuming it's going to be that one. Or is that not going to be enough? Okay, then it's telling us to drop a little bit of glue on that as well. So I'm assuming it just means on the end here. But considering it says that that's the top part of the horn, it's the lowest part of the horn, probably means that the chain's going to go here. Right, okay, so a little bit of glue on there. This is really runny glue, so it's not going to be great, but here it comes. Right. Then we've got this one. Let's see if we can get that together without sticking my fingers together. Again. Okay, so that's that one done. You can see there it's got some of my skin taken with it because I did glue my finger to it, even though I said I wasn't going to do that. But yeah, and then we're just going to do the same on the next one anyway. So this should be the right one. It's going to go on the bottom there like so. Then we're just going to put some glue at the top there, push them down together. Okay, now we've done them horns, we just want to grab this part. So this obviously has an L on it, and then it's like the inside left. And we should be able to line that little bit up with this one here. So it should go on like so. And then it's saying to put a little screw in there just to secure that, and that'll be the box for the chain. Now that's done, that's secure, we want to grab the other one and do the same for the other side. Okay, now that's in, we just want to grab this. I believe it's going that way around like that. So I should imagine the chains are just going to be in this little pot here. Horn will obviously go on top. Somehow we will attach those chains on. So anyway, let's snug this down and we'll have a look. Now that's finished, we're just going to attach some chains. So we're going to screw that onto there like that. These ones you want to kind of make sure that you do get the right one in the right way. Obviously it wants to point more towards the middle. If you put it on the wrong side, it's going to end up looking like that, which obviously is wrong, so just bear that in mind before you snug them down. But yeah, obviously it's easy enough to notice what you're doing there. So we're just going to put some screws in these two top holes to attach our chains, and then I'll come back. There's one. And finally for this issue, we are just going to grab that and just see how that fits. Does it matter which way around it goes? Yeah, it does. So we want that little square bit at the top. Should fit in nicely like that. Just make sure our chains are going to sit in so they're all good. We just want one of these little black ones to go in the middle, and then we are all done. Okay, now that's all finished for that issue. So you should be able to get your little horns in there. Obviously they go forward, so there's one and two. There he is, that's pretty cool. Love it if we got some more of these. We've got Dragonzord and Titanus as well, considering they're giving us the chains. That would be so cool. The chains are kind of only really relevant to that, but yeah, anyway, another issue done. Let's move on to the next one and keep going with this build. All right, moving on to number 22. So we're going to continue on with the Triceratops and take a look at our little booklet, which is showing that we are going to have to use a battery. I am going to use one of the spare ones that they send in the box instead, because I find that they're most likely going to work better. So that's what I've been doing since the Sabertooth had died on me. But to start off with, we're going to grab this and one of our little metal bits. hopefully it's around the right way. We're just gonna place it so it's that way, round, in. There. Okay, so if you need to, you can just push it down against the table. It should be good. Then we're going to grab this part, which is gonna go in there, so that's good. Then we want a little L-shaped part as well, and with that bit at the top like that, it should go in like so. I'm just going to set that downside because that does seem loose. I don't know whether that's right or not, but I will double check it when it goes in. I'm going to just take the battery. We're going to wrap a little protector around it like we normally do. So we take the back off of the sticky. Come on. There we go. And then put that on there. And with the bit we've just made, we're saying to put that in there like so, but obviously it's not going to stay in there like that, so probably going to have to just try and place it in whilst I get it into the right part. So I'm probably going to need 2 hands for this, but we will see. Right, so I found it easier to put the battery in first and then put this bit over the top and connect all the other bits. Then we're just going to put some screws in there just to keep all that together. Now that's all tightened down, we're just going to grab the other part that we had just made. So here's the rest of our head. This is just going to go on the back. And we want to make sure that this bit is on the inside. And make sure that these come out of the bottom as well, so don't trap them in. So we want them to come down here. And then we're going to put our back on and just tighten that down. So that's all lined up. We'll finish with that one just for now. So obviously you can see we've just got a little bit left to go, and then we've just got the T-Rex head to go now, and then that'll be it for all the heads. Hopefully next package again will be onto the body, but yeah, just make sure all your wires are coming out of the bottom just so you can attach those onto the body. You get your electronics working, you should be good. Here's number 23, so we should start seeing some magic in a minute. Obviously we've got our electronics in the top of the head there, so that should complete the head for this one. So to start with, we're just going to grab the white part and the yellow bit. And then that should just go on there like that. I don't know why I don't just mold that in, to be honest. A bit strange, but a couple of screws in there just to tighten that. Okay, so now that's tightened down, we're going to grab our sensor, is it? Yeah, so here's our sensor. Cable tied up. Get rid of that. Now it's showing the sensor to go under here, so we want to make sure that the wire is coming out the pointy part at the bottom, and again a couple of screws just to keep that on there. Now we're going to take the bit that we've just been doing, push the wire inside, so I'm assuming that's going to come out there, or is it going to go down the other way? Okay, so it's going to go down the top, so I'm just going to have to work out a way to get that through. If you give it a wiggle, you can see it coming out of the bottom there, look, just in the corner here. So yeah, there it is. I will fish that out properly later. Just place that on there like so. It should just be a couple of screws to keep that on. Now we've attached that with a screw in the middle, we're just going to grab the horn and that should just push on. Obviously you want the curve coming up, so get that on there. Once you hear that clicking, that's all good, so we're just going to set aside that for a minute. Now we're going to put our button on along with our electronics. These are always a huge pain to try and get on. Last time I did use some tape, so I'm probably going to do the same again. I just need to work out which way around it's going to go without falling out. This one's a little bit easier, probably don't need to be putting tape on the other side for the button to not fall out of there, because obviously we can just keep it like that, put a couple of screws in them holes and we should be fine with that. But on another note, who has seen the announcement for Disney to potentially be doing a Power Ranger reboot, and what is your opinion on that? Because yeah, look at some of the stuff that Disney does. They do quite a lot of dark stuff as well. Like look at Daredevil Rebirth or Reborn or whatever it's called. Really nice little series. It'd be interesting to see what they do with it. I'm excited. I just hope it's not too aimed at children. But I can also understand why it would be. So, but anyway, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments, because I'd definitely be interested in listening to that. So here we go. It's going to go around this way. We are going to have to try and be a little bit careful on attaching these wires to make sure that they all go in the right way. Right, so these are done. This is quite a bit of a pain, but it's also not as bad as it looks. So the black and red one is the thicker one, is the first one. That's for your battery. The yellow one, that's for your sensor up at the top. So that's quite distinctive. You'll be able to see that obviously it's different color, and that goes in the next one. You can see it is slightly wider than these two. Then obviously you want this side for the light in the eye, and then that side for the right in the eye. Just double test your button, turn it on before you put all that together, because that would be a pain in the bum. And then we're just gonna slide that all in. And that just pushes in like so, so no screws needed, and we're all finished. Once you put the horns back in, obviously, like I say, turn it on to make sure it all works. And it does, looks very nice. Really happy with that. I love the electronics on these. So yeah, we're finished with that head. Hopefully we will start to see more come together very soon. And then this is what he's gonna look like when he's all done. So let's go for number 24. It's nice to see something that's not blue for a little while, not so dark. So we're obviously moving on to what is going to be the T-Rex head. So that'd be interesting. It does look very similar to what we've just done in the blue Triceratops, as in electronics for different eyes and stuff. They're kind of working the same as that. So anyway, let's get on with that. We're going to need some screws, so I'm just going to take them out and look for them. Strange that they've actually not taken them off of the plastic, whereas before they were all just loose inside the boxes, so that's a bit strange. Right, step number 1, nice and easy. We should be able to just line that straight up and screw those in. If I had it on the right way, that would make more sense. There we go. And then we're just going to put 4 screws in those. You know, sometimes I wish I did go for the full set, but to be honest, that probably would have taken a lot of the fun out of doing this, because I look forward to like looking to see when the money's coming out and seeing when the next package is going to arrive and stuff like that. I have been fortunate and touch wood that nothing's ever been missing or delayed. I know that people are still waiting for the issue before the one that the package that's the one that I've just done, let alone moving on to this one. Don't get me wrong, I was there straight away with the pre-order, but I don't know how they go about doing stuff like that. I know a lot of people are waiting, so that is a huge shame. But I also can't imagine just sitting here for like 3 whole days putting all this together. I'm really enjoying just doing this step by step. So there's that one done anyway. Now we're going to work on some electronics. So we need one of these. So fit one of the circuit boards, the LED lights, into the inner support for the left eye. Alright, so which one do we need? The left eye. This one here. Okay, so grab one of these. And while I untwist this, guys, don't forget, if you enjoy this, please like and subscribe to my channel. I hugely appreciate it. I enjoy pumping out little bits of content for you guys, and I really hope you enjoy watching it. Okay, so there he is, and then we want to put our support in there as well. Obviously we need to find our little gap for the wire to go in before you put that down. So there we go, it should fit in like so. And then we're just going to tighten that down with a couple of screws. Now we've done that, we're going to do the same for the other side. So again, we need that one, then we need one of these. I hope that those of you who are building this Megazord are really enjoying it. I really hope that people continue to buy it and hope that they'll just give us a Dragonzord later. We'll see, but it'd be interesting, it would be cool. Right, so finally we just need our teeth, and I should imagine it's just going to screw on. So it's going to go around that way like this. Oh, it's just clips in. Okay, so it's sharp. There we are. Top part of the head all done. Let's move on to the next. Number 25. We are going to continue with the T-Rex head. So let's grab our instructions. Lots to do on that one. Lots of little fiddly bits as well, but also lots of big bits. So hopefully we'll be able to see some shape. And then we're gonna want to do the bottom part of the mouth. So this again is just gonna, I'm assuming, will fit in the same as the other one, which it will. There we go. Clips in a little better. Is that done? Then we want 2 little rubber thingies just to go on the ends here. They're a bit of a pain to get out, so I'll just scoop them with my screwdriver. And gonna go on here. This screwdriver honestly has been a godsend. If you're at this point in the video for some reason and you haven't done so already, replace the one that comes with it because it's absolute rubbish. This thing I bought in the UK, for anybody in the UK. I think I got it from the pound shop and it was £2, not actually £1, because nothing in the pound shop is actually £1 anymore. But it comes with so many different bits. Obviously it's magnetic on the end, so that's nice and handy as well. We're gonna grab that bit, just gonna just push down inside there. So we're gonna need to get some glue in there, I think. So just gonna pop some glue in there somewhere so we can just keep that down. Okay, whilst that's drying, we're just gonna grab this, and then we want, there we go, like so. And then put a screw in the middle there. So these two bits should line up into the holes. That's probably easier than I made it out to be honest, but there we go. Right, now this is attached. The next bit looks a little bit tricky-dicky, but we'll see. We're gonna need these little silicone rubber bits, some longer screws, along with this nice big part here, which looks like it's gonna be cover of the neck. So the open bit at the back, and then it's suggesting that we put a silicone ring onto one of the pivot heads. Okay, so we want one of these little red bits. That's gonna go in here with another silicone ring on the other side. And it says to insert it into the inner left hole of the ear, which I am assuming is going to be that one in the middle there, if you can see, and it hopefully will just snap into place. Then we need to get a screw and a washer, and it should go in the end here. Then obviously we need a little screw to go in there. Obviously I need to get the jaw in first, so squeeze that in there like so. And then we can put this bit back on, and we should be good. Okay, so there it is, actually on right this time, so apologies for that. Now we want to finish attaching that, so let's take the other pivot off. We're going to put a silicone ring on the end of that again. All right, I've got too hasty again because we need another pivot, another silicone ring on there, so I am just going to place it over the top, to be honest, and try and deal with it that way. So if I could do that, put that in there, yeah, and then screw that down. Now I just need to put that little screw back in because I've made this 10 times harder than it really needs to be. I probably just need to eat some dinner. I haven't eaten much today, so let's just see if we can, it's the wrong one again. See if we can deal with this so I can go and eat. Right, finally done it. Woo! That was an absolute nightmare. I just kept getting it wrong, kept looking at different bits or whatever, but yeah, basically just do the same with the other side without putting this bit on, and this bit goes on last. So you want that bit with your silicone bit into the neck, silicone, plastic bit, washer, screw. I'm going to pretend that this never happened, and don't ever let me near anything like this again. So let's move on and pretend that never happened in my life. But anyway, we're going to just pop this bit on now, and should be able to screw that on. Lastly, for this issue, we just want to put these little clamps on. I started doing it and forgot to hit the button. So yeah, obviously they just want to hold the wire in place, and they do just press over that, so nice and easy for that part at least. Then we're going to attach it to the Megazord head, so we're just going to push that to the back, then insert it in like so, in here. Then insert our neck pivots just into them. Okay, there we go. So just make sure that it works, I guess, and you should be all right. We're getting there, guys. Number 26 now, so this is taking a very long time. But yeah, let's make a start on the arms anyway. Okay, so we want to get one of our claws, one of these. So we want to make sure that's the one with the square hole in at the top, and it goes in there like like that. It's a little bit better. And then we want to use one of the silver screws, which has got the blue bits on, which I'm assuming is Loctite. We want to grab our middle bit here. One of these little rubber O-rings to put on top there. Then we're going to put that under there like that. Put that into the bit that we've just attached the plastic bit to. Okay, now we've got a pinchy claw. Now pinchy claw's done. We're going to grab this, and that should just go over here like that. So with the final plastic piece, we're just going to take that, and it's going to go inside of the one that we should have left over. So now we've done that, we want another silicone ring on there. Grab the other part of our claw. Okay, so you hear the little click in there, so it should be good. Now we're going to get a metal washer and another silver screw, and we are finished with number 26. So we've got a little claw for our T-Rex. We're nearly there, number 27. So this is continuing on with the T-Rex arm. So we're just going to keep hold of that and grab one of our little metal bits. They're both the same, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. And then we want the flat part up. So just give you a little tap, make sure that's in. We're going to want one of these, along with our second metal piece. And again, we want the flat bit up the top. Then grabbing our other part, we're going to put that one on here like this. Then we're going to attach that one together. I'm just going to put it onto the table so I can just close that little gap there. There we go. So there's that part of the arm done. Then we're going to take these little caps here and just fill in the gaps there. So we should have one on each side of the hand. So there's one there. And that's it. So don't throw this little square bit away. We need that, so keep hold of it and move on to number 28. Continuing on with the arms, so we're just going to take this, and I believe we're just going to add these little caps on the side just to cover all this mess. You're going to want to make sure that the lines are facing the top. So that one should go on this side like that. And then we're going to do the same for this one. So again, on that side. Nice and easy with that. And we're going to put this bit together now. So we're going to need this one, along with whatever this is. I'm assuming it's some sort of mechanism, obviously, for the arm, isn't it? It goes on the outside. Obviously comes with some screws that we're just going to put in these 4 holes. You need to put some washers on there as well, but these are the little silver screws that we're going to need for this one. Now that's done, we're just going to attach that. So that's our elbow. Sorry, that goes into there. It makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking. So there we go. Okay, we want to grab that bit as well, just to finish him off. Put that on there. Then we use that little hole to put our screw in. Now that's all closed up, just finally cover that little hole and we're all finished with that one. So there's an arm. Obviously we're going to have to probably at some point, which I think is going to be coming up next, do the other arm. So yeah, there you go. Quite a bit of articulation in that actually, to be honest. You've got some in the wrist, some in the hands, some in the elbow. Obviously it's going to be some in the shoulder, so pretty cool. Right, we're cooking with gas now and we are very nearly done until we get the next package. Don't know when that's going to be actually. They haven't even taken any money, so hopefully it won't be too long. But yeah, most of this is just going to be the same as what we've done already. So we need some sort of claw, which is looks like it's going to not be that one. It's probably going to be that, which it is. We need another grey bit, doing practically the same as what we've just done really. So that one in there, little screw to tighten that down. Rather than the instructions on this one, it's saying to put that on, put this bit on top and then put the other bit underneath, but for me it doesn't really work. I'm sure you guys will like find your own way of doing it or whatever. but I just find it so much easier to put that on this one, and then taking this bit and attaching that on there like that, then you can kind of put it on the desk and it will stay together. Okay, now I could just push it together like that. I just find it easier that way. It's a lot easier than trying to like hold it and mess around with it. Now the screw's bitten in there, I can lift it up and finish screwing it together. So little tip for you, may or may not work, may or may not decide to use it, but yeah, a lot easier for me. So now we've done that, we just want this bad boy, stick it over there, and that bit goes on there like that, and tighten that down in there. Using the last bit of plastic and the last bit of metal. These are nice die casts, they're actually really heavy. Obviously there's a lot of plastic in it as well, but okay, that one in there. Another silver screw in there. Another silicone O-ring on there, which should be your last one. And just place it over the top if you want to stay. There we go. And then that bit again should just click on the same as last time. You should hear it click. If you don't hear it click, it's in the wrong position. It does take a little bit of wiggling, it's a bit of a pain. That one didn't click as much, but obviously it's on there, look, it's fine. So all good there. Okay, and then it goes. All right, and that's what we've got. Let's move on to the last one of this package. Finish off that arm. So, last one, number 30. I was about to say it's my age, but it's not, I'd be lying, because I wish I was still 30. But anyway, definitely interested to know if any of you guys are picking this up or building it. Please let me know how your build's going. I am on a little Facebook page where a lot of people are talking about their builds. And there was one chap on there, I will leave a link to the Facebook page in the description for this video if I remember, but there was loads of really helpful people on there. I'd actually damaged a bit by having to take it off because the battery didn't work. I didn't test it before on the Sabertooth, as you know. And there was a chap on there who was more than kind enough to send me a little part that I'd damaged, and didn't want anything for it, no postage, nothing. Wrote me some really nice little notes in there. It was really good. And even though it was like the tiniest piece like that, he actually just made the experience really cool. So very, very nice. And if you are watching this, huge thank you to you. I won't name you just in case, because I don't know what your preferences are like on whether you want to be named or not. But yeah, really nice, helpful page. So go and check it out. Let me know how your builds are coming along, or tag me in your photos on Instagram, where you can follow me at Lightning Collector 2021. So we're going to stick that in there. There you go. Now we're going to attach that. Yep, so we're going to stick that bit on there first. Then we can put this bit on. You'd think I'd remember that, as I've done it like 2 minutes ago. There we are. So we've got a bit of an elbow now. We're just going to take these little bits off. Don't think they need gluing, to be honest. It does say you can carefully glue a little bit in place, but to be honest, it's probably all just going to dribble through anyway. And we are finished. Obviously keep that part because you're going to need that to go here on the next one. Don't throw that away thinking that you're completely finished. Obviously the next set of stuff is gonna include the shoulder part for that as well. So yeah, don't throw that away. I will put that somewhere to keep it safe, along with the spare screws that I do keep. But let's turn around and check out what we've got so far. All right, so we're all done with batch number 4, or whatever you want to call it, of our Build a Megazord. That was numbers 20 to 30. Out of that, we've got quite a good start on what's going on. So we've got our T-Rex head, obviously that comes down into the chest, so you can start to see a little bit of bits coming together now, which is cool. So there's that one. We also got 1 2/3 of a T-Rex arm. A little bit strange that they've done it like that. I guess they're just putting out whatever, and that's just what happened to have come next. But yeah, again, as I said before, the articulation on it is pretty good. I have gone back and glued these in because as I was doing this part of the video, they did just fall out. So yeah, I would recommend, whilst you're there, just glue them in, have it done. You don't risk losing anything then, because knowing my luck, that is going to happen. We've also finished our Triceratops head, so obviously you can see there that we are going to get some sort of movement there, which is what we know. Obviously it goes up and down anyway. The chains on it are pretty cool, so that's nice that they've included that for, I don't know whether it's just accuracy reason or whether they've just got plans on doing something more in the future, who knows. Obviously it lights up and it all works, so that's cool. I'm happy with what they've given us so far. It wasn't too difficult. Obviously I've made some mistakes on the way, as I always do. This little screwdriver set definitely helped. So I would recommend getting something a little bit more durable than what they give you. And again, biggest tip, just test your batteries before you start closing this together. Luckily for this one, it's not too bad because you can just undo these 4 screws. You'll be able to find your battery in there then, but obviously it just saves all that hassle, doesn't it? Yeah, I enjoyed that. It did take me quite a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Lots of little parts rather than sort of bigger parts to put together today, but enjoyable as always anyway. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really want to know how your builds are going, guys, so please leave comments in there letting me know, or if you've got pictures, send them over on Instagram, let me know how you're going. You can follow me over there at Lightning Collector 2021. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing. Got a nice pile of stuff that I will be reviewing. Obviously the wait time for this video has been a little bit longer because I've been ill and I'm still not great, to be honest. So I'll be putting up those reviews hopefully on Wednesday and Sunday after this video goes out. But thank you very much as always for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.